Hello. It is 8:12 p.m. on October the 6th of 2021. And you can see the UFOs that are clustered around the sun. They are donut shaped. And this image is from the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. This particular footage that you're going to be seeing is no longer updated by NASA. They quit using that particular product. And a lot of people have documented these donut-shaped UFOs, and they are real. I've seen them with my own camera in the sky, and I don't know what to think. I really don't. I don't know if they're a living being and or their ships are living. They are one with the ships or what. But it is quite clear, and we're going to look at the image. Just one moment. I'm going to check this phone. I'm going to turn myself over to my YouTube channel. I want to thank you for joining me. Is what I want to thank you for joining me. Yes, you all. So let's go to this image. You can see the image right here. These are real, okay? They're real, and they're all clustered. And what's really interesting is they do have like a hole in the middle of them. Look at that. A hole in the middle of these. Just like that. And you have to ask yourself why. And you know, this reminds me of my photo of the observatory shutdown. This was the type of UFOs that were attached to the side of the sun. And the news people, the science people, said that they were repairing the sun. That's what they said. These great big giant UFOs that were attached to the sun. I'd like to find that image, and we're going to look at the real footage. We're going to look at that footage of the sun in motion on the particular product that was shared. We're going to look at that. And you know, I probably can't find these images that I want to find of the observatory shutdown, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't in the big scope of my life. It doesn't matter. It really don't. Let me get right over here, you all. Hello. Thank you all for joining me. Yeah. Thank you for joining me on here. I'm going to go over to the, we're going to go to the, I don't even know what I'm on here, but we're going to go to this product right here. I'm going to show you it. You'll see that this product, it will go as far back as 2007. You can see them. They are clustered around the sun. You know, there's also, oopsie, some smaller ships, and I will have to back this back up in order to let you see it in its entirety without it blinking. I'm just going to push the button because I've not really shown this on here, but it's going to be interesting to look at, you all. I've got this on me. I forgot. I just wanted to quit blinking before I put it back on. Thank you all for joining me. This is really interesting, and it's important to document these UFOs. Let me, I gotta wait for it to quit blinking. Okay, it's going to quit blinking. Let's take you all the way back there. Watch, look at these. We're gonna look at them just like this and try to make this really nice and big for you, so you can see them. And you have to ask yourself, why are they clustered all around the sun? Why are they clustered all around the sun? Now look, this really does look like the edge. Oh my goodness. Did you see that cube also? This right here, you all, this looks like it's a shiny part. It does look shiny because this has light coming off of it. This has light coming off of it. But why would this UFO have light coming off of it, you all? Let's look up this a little closer. We can get as close as you like as long as that screen will cooperate with us. Look at that. These are layered upon layered is what they are. They are literally, Gina, this does not want me to, oh my goodness, quit doing that to us. We're trying to document this. We're trying to find out this type of UFO because they just showed a silver like disc shaped UFO caught near Nashville is what they had just shown, and I wanted to make this bigger so you all could see it. I don't know how big this will allow me to go without shorting out the screen, but look in the center of this sun. See, they oh my gosh, you all, look at this. All they got is like a filter over the sun, and you can literally see the center of the sun. Look at that. You can see the center with this particular product right there. That's what's in the center. And this is not darkened in. That's what this is what it looks like behind that great big black a circle they put in front of the sun, and you can see that there's all kinds of UFOs flying behind it. You can see it. Let's look up here. See if we can get any more images of these UFOs. I want to come over to here, you all, see if you can see them clustered underneath there is what we're looking at. They're clustered right underneath it. All right, we got this going, you all. Let's look over here to the side. If I could show you, look at these. Well, the good thing is, I hope when this video uploads, I hope that they will give it a good resolution, like a 1080 revolution. A 1080 resolution. Let's back it up and look at this. Let's look at some of the grooves in these UFOs. Now, granted, this ain't super clear pictures, but they are. Look, they're literally layered upon layer upon layer. Why would they be layered like that? And how could they be layered like that? How could they lay themselves like that? I got to look at these comments. I'm sure there's some comments coming on here. Are we on this screen, you all? Because 818, did the comments stop coming through? I can't really tell, you all. I wanted to see if we could see any clear close-ups with this. So let me drag this, you all, because this is important. We want to look at that black cube. You all, these cubes, they're real. The Borg is real. I really feel the Borg is real. Why would that be showing up like that? See, they didn't go through any trouble hiding these ones right here. So why would they go through any trouble hiding these? Why would they? And see, there's another one up there at the top. And some of these UFOs, they like level with the eye. Okay, some of them are level with the eye, but others seem like they are standing up on edge. How can that be? How can that be? Okay, just suppose, let's tell this little story. Let's talk about this, you all. Let's talk about this. Just suppose that all of these donut-shaped UFOs, these UFOs that are clustered all around the sun, what if they, in this particular footage right here, what if they are guarding the sun? What if they are guarding the sun from these cubes? These cubes, what if they are? Okay, because you see that this is like a strategic move. You got a cube up here, you got a cube up there, and a cube down here. It's coming at this area of the sun from both sides. And these literally, I think that they are surrounding this sun, whatever is here, because you can see through it. Maybe they are surrounding this portal, this stargate, and they don't want these cubes to come in. I think that's quite plausible. I really do think it's quite plausible that they are guarding and protecting, but these cubes came in, is what's happened. The cubes have come in. I'm just trying to see this, you all, and it does. It's look, it's got a big beam of light coming out. And you know, oftentimes we can see the sun in the sky. When you take your picture, you'll see a great big old beam of light coming out. Right out of this sun is what you're going to see. I'm just going to play this. Put this to me. I got to play it because if I don't start this over, it's not going to play well. Well, it'll play, but it's going to do a whole lot of blinking is what it's going to do. We're going to look at it just again, and I'm going to see if it can go back and show some more of the footage. If you're just tuning in, these are, it's really cool. It's real cool to look at. Let's look at that. I don't think that these UFOs either, right here, went anywhere. I don't think any of these went anywhere. I think these UFOs are still up there in the sky, but they're not showing the particular product that was documenting them. See, they were keeping a close eye also on this type of UFO. The governments of the world were keeping an eye on this particular species, oopsie, of UFO, and I think they know that the cubes are here too. I really do. These are some massive cubes that show up, by the way. They're not the little bitty tiny ones. They're like a mothership is what they look like. A massive mothership. Let's look at this, you all, because we've got these comments on here. That's okay. Thank you, Apple Brooks. Yeah, you all. I do have a Telegram account. I haven't been on it lately because I've been so busy around the house. But yeah, let's look at this, you all. And if we were to go back, which we can go back a tad bit. See, why did it get all dark, and why did these cubes have to make their presence known? Why did they? And you know that the cubes are real. Yeah, this is a perfect. This would be your screenshot. You want to do a screenshot, this would be perfect. This is really good detail of them. Let's look up here at these. Okay, I'm going to point something out because we're going to see the mother load, the big mother of all of these small UFOs. See, I want to really point this out, you all. Okay, this is really worth noting. You see the lines in here. It's like a frequency. You see these ripples in here. See them? They're in every single one of these. There also looks like there's something in the center of this, maybe a being or something. I don't know, but look. Look at all of these things. These are small UFOs. I'm going to show you one of these that is massive. Okay, look at this. So I hope that you can see them. These are real. These are just a smaller version of something much, much larger. And here's what I think. I had this one theory, you all, and this is... Okay, I've got this one theory. This is my theory. This is my truth. I'm going to tell you. This is one of my theories about this particular image that you're looking at right here. I have a theory concerning this. When I saw this, and I saw all of the lines in these like donut-shaped UFOs, because they have multiple lines within them and the wrinkles. And as you look at this product, it's supposed to be the sun. It also has wrinkles. I had a theory that this is a massive, either massive mothership and or a living being. Okay, it's one or the other. These are connected and these are protecting this. And let's look at that, you all. So look at this images. There's so many of them. There's so many. Look, oh, look, there's these one UFOs that line themselves up. You see them right here in a line. Look how many of them there are. They're going across the screen, and I just now saw this. Yeah, we could make it bigger, but it really wouldn't bring out the quality anymore. But it's okay. It is all right, you all. Let me flip this back to me, because I'm going to show you. I took a screenshot, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. There is a massive mothership. There's more than one. There's more than one of these. Okay. So look at this screen right here. You see these ripples right here? I believe that these right here, these are massive motherships as well. Either motherships or massive beings that the smaller ones belong to. Right here, there's a massive one right here. You can see how the ripples on it go, and it's not that clear of an image, but you can see how the ripples on it go like this. This is a massive, let's just call it a massive mothership, because already clustered around this are the smaller ones. Okay, and now look at these ripples over here. These ripples are going in the opposite direction. They are curving under. So this is one great big gigantic one up here, and then right here beside it is another gigantic one. These are massive. If they are indeed UFOs, they are massive UFOs. Look at that. They are more massive than the sun. This is the diameter of them right here. This is only like half of one right here. And this is another part of one like this also, which takes us back to these. They got these big massive lines in them just like that too. You see them right here. I think they're one and the same, but yet that other one, the other two that showed up, okay, they are as big as this right here, particular one right here. I think that this might be a great big massive UFO, and that's why they've got this black thing around it. In the normal NASA products, I think they got this black thing around it so you can't see on the inside of this. I really do. And I think it's a massive UFO ship, quite possibly, because the other ones that I just showed you, they are as big as that too. And this is how big they were. They were like that, and they too had wrinkles all in them, ripples all in them, and you can slightly see. You can see some of the ripples in this one right here as it goes all the way around, is what we can see. What I do want to do, you all, and if it's okay, I want to take this product. I'm going to open this product up in another window, and I'm going to go to the I'm going to go to that particular, let me see which one it is. To the particular product. Okay, I've got it in my mind. We can, I'm going to let you see. You can go here and you can do this yourself too, but when you do this, first you got to press play. You got to press play first on this product. You can open up more than one at a time. You can press play, but I want you to go to, we'll go to 300 frames and 20. And we're going to go to September, because I want to see if we can get some clearer image of this one right here. So that's September the 27th. This is important, you all. If you watching, this is very important to know that there is other life form out there. There is. I can't focus. It's hard for me to focus, you all. At times, it really is. That's all right. I get myself sidetracked. Let's do this. So this is going to go all the way back, and let me put this back to me for a moment. I think that these UFOs are still out there, and they're probably I don't know, probably hundreds of thousands of them. There could possibly be. You know, we've got, for our planet, we have hundreds of thousands of different types of aircraft ourselves. If you were to combine all of the governments of the world and all the private organizations and people who have aircrafts, you know, I'm sure it's hundreds of thousands of them. Just like cars that we drive, there's probably millions of cars on the road too. So I think we're looking at a species, and probably more older than we are. Earth humans, they probably are. I'm going to see if oh no, this is not. Nope. This one, they did not take me back far enough. Is what they didn't do. See what they did? They pixelated it. Gina, honey, why did they do that to you? Well, it could be operator error. It really could. But I'm going to try to hit this. I want it to go to 2014. That's what I wanted it to go to. Sometimes you can hit that number and it's just not going to go for you. And sometimes it will. But this other one is really, really interesting. We can... you can look at that blinking, you all. I wanted to see if this would give us a clear picture of the Gina, honey, you're on the wrong product. I'm on the wrong product. I can't be on the stereo behind, stereo ahead, when I'm supposed to be looking at the stereo. You have to ask yourself, why do they got this one all pixelated? Because they really do. They have it all pixelated. This is the one that you want to look at, the stereo behind. See, you can see them up there. They're up there in this one right here. They're massive. See, they're going up here too. And they just showed up on the screen. What's neat is, I think when you go back, you can see them move across the screen, you all. So we're going to do that. We're going to watch them move across the screen because they are, let me come over here. They are one of these right here. They are a massive one of these. Let's get a good image of it. Come on now, we can do it. Yeah. They are a massive one of these right here. So I want to come over here to this product. We want to watch it move is what we want to do. All we have to do is go back maybe 300 frames, maybe a little bit more. You have to play with this stuff. You really do. In order to get that to work for you. I mean, I hope that this is all right. This might be going on a little bit too long for everybody. Now, you all got to be nice on here. You see that blinking? It's blinking because it's trying to load that product, and they may have scrambled that so nobody can see it. They may have, so you can't see it in detail. It will... Yeah, that's what they're doing. It's really strange how they pixelate it so you can't see it. You see what they've done. See, look at these frequencies right here. And then it just does that thing right there. That's not nice of them to do that, you all. It really isn't. You can keep playing with this. You can like go ahead even on the 30th and see what it will do. Probably nothing. Somehow I was able to get footage of these moving. Okay, you can, well, yeah, see, here's still the smaller UFOs right here. You can vaguely see it, but these great big motherships came up and they are like these right here. They're exactly like these right here. Let me put this to me, you all. I hope this is all right. I want to go to another one of these and see if I hit another timestamp, what would happen is what I want to do. I want to try it. And we won't be on here much longer, but I did want to get on here and show those because I hadn't really shown the real footage of them for, it's been a long, long time, and I can't even remember how I showed it. I really can't remember it, but yeah, we're going to fast forward to probably 25 days. As soon as it gets through blinking, I'm going to put it back there so you all can see there's something going on. There really is. All right, look at this. See, why is the shadow there? That's what's interesting. See, that sun flipped. How can that sun flip? You seen it did a rotate? It did a rotate. It's literally rotating. And how can it rotate unless it's something other than the sun? Unless the sun is not what they say it is. Because it literally does. It literally rotated itself all the way around. You see that? Flipped itself all the way around. You can go to that timestamp right there and you can see it for yourself. What is up with the flipping? That's what I wonder. Why do they flip? Because there's many products that flip at times. Many of their products, and then it will go back to normal. We'll just go fast forward probably. We can even go to the month of February to see what's going to happen. It's all right. It's let's look at this, you all. Yes, they are taking power out. I don't know if that's the real sun that's in the sky. I really don't. When this gets through blinking, we went into the month of February so you can see it. And I noticed as the months went by, the visibility of the UFOs that were clustered around the sun, they kind of stopped. You couldn't see them as well. Now you can see a lot of them up the top. You can see the edges of them. Barely see the edges of them. And I'm not sure if it's because of NASA's stuff or what, but they're still up there clustered together right at the top. We'll look at one more of these, and then probably I hope I have that on there, you all. I really do. Let's do it. I can do this right here. We'll look at one more, and then we'll be ending this video. I'm already making myself tired by talking. That's okay. That's quite all right. I can make myself tired. I won't yawn, you all, because that yawning is very contagious. I'm just waiting for this blinking to quit blinking. All right. So, I just wonder what they're doing up there. I really do wonder. And I wonder, like, when people look in the sky, when you see the edge of a UFO, say you saw the edge of one of these, it would just look like a cigar ship if all you saw was the very edge and you didn't see the top and or the bottom. You would not be able to tell that it was, did you see that? A UFO, a teeny tiny white dot UFO came toward here, and then it looked like it stopped right here when it came in there. Let's see that. Okay, see, it's coming right here. Then that was it. That was it. I'm wondering what it did. I'm gonna watch out one more time, you all. It's coming. It's they don't do us right, you all. They don't do us right. They do not do us right. But if you're just tuning in, these UFOs right here, they are all clustered around the sun, and it was as if they were guarding the sun. That's what I feel. They were guarding it, protecting it, because we had some massive cubes that showed up at the sun. There was one that came from the bottom, and then one that came from the top. That's what it looked like. And then if we are to come over here, I got this other picture pulled up right here. You can see them, and this is the original screenshot of them, and you can go to the timestamp. Where is that timestamp, Gina? You can go to this timestamp on this particular product, January the 1st, January of 2010. January of 2010. You know, I think somebody is sending a signal through here. I really do. Sending something through the spiritual realm, trying to disrupt my thought process. That's what I think is happening. Because people will try that. There are people who practice certain chants and stuff to try to keep people from focusing. Okay, and that's what I'm sensing. Somebody is sending their little things out, but I'm going to tell them it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm not going to let you tap into my mind, because people are doing that, and you know, they've admitted doing that with me, and I'm not going to allow it. I'm not. So they just might as well try that with somebody else, because it's not going to happen with me. I'm going to stay focused on what I'm doing to get this message out about these UFOs that are clustered around the sun. So to those people in the spiritual realm who think they're going to disrupt me, interrupt my train of thought, I'm on to you. Okay, I'm on to you. You're not disrupting it. You all, this may sound strange to you, but it's not strange to me if you think of the spiritual realm. It's real. There's battles that do take place in the spiritual realm, and that's okay. That is quite all right. Let's look at these cubes. See, I'm going to say it again. I think that these were all clustered around what we call the sun, as if they were protecting it from these right here. Look how massive these cubes are. They're a lot bigger than the smaller ones that you see on the NASA products. And it could be that this is a close-up, but regardless, you all, these are massive, and I think that they were taking like a battle position, like right here and here, trying to confront these from this direction and this direction. That's what I think that they were doing, and they were protecting whatever is around here. This area right here, they were protecting it. That's what I think they were doing. From the cubes, the Borg, let's call them the Borg. They're protecting this area from those cubes. They did not want those cubes to get in this area at all. That's what they did not want. So yeah, look at them, you all. It's really, really neat. It is. It's neat looking at those. So you can go to that particular product on the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov and just go to the stereo behind core 2 or core 1, and if you want to go to this date right here, and if you don't know how to go to that date, all you do is hit that thing. You drop this thing down. You have to hit your timestamp, go back to 2007, and you will be able to see it. And just hit that play button after you do your 300 frames and then 20 frames. And you'll be able to see that also yourself. So there's a lot going on. There really is a lot going on. And this product is discontinued. And I think there's a very good reason why they discontinued this product. And I think it's because it showed too much. And they saw too much. And they didn't want us to see what they were seeing. That's what I think that they were doing. You all, put this back to me. So I want to thank you all for coming here. I really do. And if you haven't seen that before, I've showed it before, but I don't know how long ago it was, and I don't know if it was, what quality it was. I had a lot of internet disruption months back, several months back, but I think I've got that all straightened out now. I really do. So with that being said, thank you all for coming. Thank you, moderators, for moderating the comment section. You all, we're not alone. There are probably at least 4 different types of known UFOs that people have seen in the sky. They're out there, and if there's 4 different types, I think it's safe to say there's 4 different types of beings associated with those UFOs, and some may say that they are man-made, but they could not be. Maybe they're not all man-made. I think that other races do exist. We weren't the only life form that was ever created. We weren't. Yeah. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you, and thank you so much for joining. And I look forward to sharing with you some more things, whatever they may be. I don't know what they are. I just try to share whatever I'm led within my spirit to share with you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.